What's up, everyone? J-Bone here. Trying to get back into the swing of things and doing videos again. Lots going on. Just going to go over a couple of things and then I'll get into the whole draft discussion. Number one, I'm back to doing videos on here. Computer's working, everything's all peachy. And if you didn't catch news about Destroying Kayfabe, head on over to Facebook page, YouTube pages for the news. Basically, Styles has taken over Destroying Kayfabe again. We're very happy about that. He's getting his old crew back together: Lion Claw, Brick Wall, Hollis, and whoever else. Me personally, I'm going to be starting something brand new. I couldn't be more excited about that. I'll be bringing Baron. Paul Sweat's going to be with me, when he can, and also Max Mages, and happy birthday, Max Mages, although it was yesterday, but nonetheless. So we're in the process of doing some planning for that, picking a name for the new podcast. That's sometimes the hardest part, because we've got to, we'll probably be back to doing it on Wednesdays maybe. We'll see. It really doesn't matter. It's just something all new. So we're very excited about that. So stay tuned for that. I'll be posting little updates on here and also on the new Destroying Kayfabe page that I had originally made for that podcast. But now that newer Destroying Kayfabe page is going to be completely just all revamped with whatever we start. That'll be the new home for the new podcast. So, very excited about that. So last night was the Smackdown / Raw draft. And if you listen to the little review we did on Destroying Kayfabe, there were some surprises. There were some nice little things going on there. The matches, I wasn't really too excited about that. A couple little fun things happened. The little showdown between Woods and Bray Wyatt. A lot of psychological, warfare going on there. The match between Cena versus Gallows, It's not to call it all filler, but everybody was watching because they wanted to see who got drafted where, and if there were going to be any surprises, stuff from NXT, any old bring back. And that was one thing I was a little surprised. I mean, a lot of people were, of course, it's all rumors. People talking about, oh, so and so got contacted. Ooh, so and so got contacted. Whatever, it's slow news day. Oh, Kurt Angle walked down the street. Oh shit! Oh, let's put that out there. Yeah, okay, it's news, whatever. So there were no old, and that's not to say it won't still happen. This was all primary all WWE / NXT names. So who's to say down the road, between SummerSlam and Survivor Series, something big may still happen over the course of the rest of this year, maybe. But I'm not holding my breath for it. I'm not going to sit there and when is this going to happen? If it happens, great. If not, whatever. I'm not going to. I'll worry about it when it does happen. Okay, so till then, we'll just enjoy what we got, right? So let's go over some of the names. I don't know if I want to run down the whole flipping list here. It was interesting how they broke it into rounds, which was cool. Round one, Raw got the most notable one. Obviously their number one pick out of there was Seth Rollins. Got the women's champ, and Finn Balor, wow, finally getting drafted to Raw. That's exciting. And later on, the Club got drafted to Raw. Carl Anderson and Gallows. So you can pretty much guarantee that these guys are going to be put together. I have absolutely no doubt that they are going to waste little time like they did with AJ and the guys from the club putting together the Balor Club. I have no doubt in my mind it's going to happen. In fact, the sooner it happens, the better, because I am a firm supporter of Gallows and Anderson. I've been following their journey from Japan to floating around the Indies for a while to now to the WWE. So I've always been very excited about what's going on with them, especially after meeting them last year and this year. So I was like, I'm always keeping track of what's going on with him. Oh, they're with AJ now. That's really cool. They're doing the club stuff. But when they were with AJ, it didn't feel like it was real serious. Like yeah, they're a threat, but it was all like a comedy bit, Now with Finn Balor coming up, I think we're going to lose that comedy real quick. I sincerely think that. AJ's going to Smackdown, so that's really exciting. So yeah, that's breaking up. The last time they'll all be together is what is that? Oh, Battleground. May do predictions for that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited about it, but I'm not like jumping up and down, losing my mind about it. There's a lot of other things this week going on that I'm much more excited about. Round 2, Reigns went to Raw, got a nice little boo there. John Cena, SmackDown, Lesnar went to Raw. And it's interesting with the news that came out this morning with him, failing another test, and then the official news actually came out what he failed the test with, and I don't know anything about that stuff, so how this is going to affect the WWE stuff, I don't know. It may not affect it at all. I don't know what the difference is between what the WWE does in their tests and the UFC does in their tests, or USADA, ADD, AFG, LMNOP, whatever. I don't care. We'll see what we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's another reason why I didn't jump on here right away, because at first it was all circumstantial and nothing was like, official. It was all potential. Oh, he might have failed, while everyone else is like, oh, he failed this and this is this and this is what he failed with. And it's like, no, none, that's all BS. None of that was official. It's just made up bullshit. The best headline I saw after 24 hours last week, when all that first news came out about Lesnar failing the test, was that he was caught with drugs. You gotta absolutely love the IWC sometimes. It's just caught with drugs. Yeah, man, he had that ounce of smack on him and needles, and yeah, rest in peace, Brock Lesnar's career. Come on, people. Let's, like I said before, let's use a couple brain cells. But that's all the frickin' trolls out there just looking for hits and, oh, I'm gonna make waves with this headline. I could be the biggest thing out there if I wanted, just putting out BS, and it's like I've got more important things to do. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, Randy Orton went to SmackDown. Cena went to SmackDown. The New Day did not get split up. I had a feeling they were, and that's not to say that they still won't, but they got drafted all together, so that's kind of cool for them. And I just got their T-shirt, so yeah, they can't break up yet. So, Let's see, round 3, we got Zayn drafted with, well, just kind of jump around here, it really doesn't matter. Round 4, Owens got picked, and his little promo that he did backstage at the draft was priceless. Threw the Raw shirt, saying, yeah, I'll wear it when you pick me sooner, but he's basically saying he's going to take over Raw. I can't wait to see that. I love Owens. He's great, so we'll see what happens. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, okay. So Wyatt went to SmackDown, and I think, was it Eric Rowan? I'm going way down the list here. It's like towards the end. Round 11. Poor Rowan. But yeah, he got picked for SmackDown. So Wyatt and Rowan will be together. Strowman got drafted to Raw, so that'll be kind of interesting. Why do I have a feeling they're going to change his gimmick? I don't know. That just popped in my head. I hope not. I hope they keep him a beast and not a big, giant joke or something. Let's see. Banks went to Raw. Lynch went to SmackDown. It all says SmackDown Live. That must be like the new official name of SmackDown is SmackDown Live. Well, because it is live. Raw is live, so it's whatever. Jericho went to Raw, so it's nice to throw another veteran in there. That's fine. United States Champion Rusev went to Raw. IC Champ Miz went to SmackDown, so that got split up there. That's kind of cool. Raw, Owens went to Raw, covered that. Corbin went to SmackDown. I hope big things for him. I think some stuff will happen. We'll have to wait and see. Enzo and Cass did not get split up. You know what? No teams got split up, except for like the Wyatt family, as far as I can tell. The Lucha Dragons, but they already said they were pretty much going to be, breaking up, or assumed they'd be broken up, or drafted separately, whatever, Gallows and Anderson, Raw, like I said, with Balor. Expect that to happen. American Alpha got drafted from NXT to SmackDown. Absolutely huge. Cannot wait for those guys to tear up SmackDown. Ecstatic about that. Big Show went to Raw. Now that I think about it, now that I'm listening to these names, when it's all on paper and you're thinking, okay, this isn't that special, but then you start looking at them and you start seeing potential rivalries. I have absolutely no doubt we're going to see something like Big Show versus Braun Strowman. I think that'd be cool. Did they face off already? I can't remember. So what happens when you get old? You forget shit all the time. Ziggler went to SmackDown. Nia Jax got drafted from NXT to Raw. Huge for her. That's, and right after that happened, I was starting to scratch my head. Like, wow, what's going on with Bayley? Are they going to keep her in NXT forever? I mean, that's not really fair. I mean, people, don't get me wrong, she's great in NXT, but your ultimate goal is to see these guys move up to the main roster, It's like, come on. Start showing more focus to some of these other girls, and that doesn't leave with all the call-ups that they did from the women from NXT to the main roster, and none of them were Bayley. It really kind of blew my mind. Yeah, let's look at that for a second. There was this was all a lot of these were also done on the what do they call it, supplemental draft, whatever, the network draft, whatever. They had 30 more picks on there, or what seemed like 30. I don't know if it actually was 30. I didn't count them. Carmella went to SmackDown, so she's not going to be with Enzo and Cass. And Alexa Bliss also got drafted to SmackDown. Who? Oh, where is it? Oh, another guy from NXT went to SmackDown. Mojo Rawley. I've been, kind of wondering about him too lately, because he's actually gotten, if you've watched him since his debut, a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, he's actually gotten in much better shape. He's not so, not to call him, I mean, he's always been in good shape, but when he ran to the ring, he had I know this is going to say, you're calling him fat. Okay, seriously. He's not like Bray Wyatt fat, but Bray Wyatt's not fat anymore. Okay, whatever. He wasn't in that great of shape. He had he looked kind of tubby. Okay, I was just saying. He looks like he's in much better shape now, getting trimmed. It fits his gimmick of your hype. He's in great shape. He's exciting to watch. He's got a ton of charisma. Always jumping all over the place. It's like one of these days he's gonna bounce and land in the third row, for crying out loud. Is he gonna get stuck with Zack Ryder? I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, there are not that many tag teams around. There's the Ascension. There's Breezango. There's American Alpha. There's 3. And they could always, put stuff together. So yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that they'll team them up here and there. Are they going to make them a permanent thing like they were down at NXT? We'll see. The hype bros. I'd like to see Mojo Rawley stay as a singles competitor, though, honestly. I'm sure they'll be testing that here and there, seeing what they can do, seeing what kind of reaction he gets. All right, I know I'm jumping all over the place here. What else here? Neville is back. I didn't hear him exactly say in his interview how he was doing, but obviously he got drafted, so he must be back. He must be better. So it'd be great to see him in the ring on TV again. Natalya, SmackDown. Cesaro, Raw. Alberto Del Rio, SmackDown. Sheamus, Raw. Sheamus mentioned backstage interview about possibly being in a feud with fellow countryman Balor. That'll be interesting to see if they put that together. Or hell, make an Irish stable. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. Let's see. 7. Okay, that was the end of the live TV draft, and then there were 30 more picks. So here we go, round 7. I didn't write all the rounds for my notes. I'm getting this off of WWE.com. Round 7. Draft Center Live. Golden Truth went to Raw, and they did these pretty quickly, too. Golden Truth went to Raw. Usos, SmackDown. Titus O'Neil, Raw. Demon Kane. First name Demon now, so they're going to be calling him Demon this, Demon that. Whatever. SmackDown. Kane went to SmackDown. Paige went to Raw. No more Paige and Alberto Del Rio together. Shame on you, Vince. That's love you just broke up there. Shame on you. Round. Okay, see ya. Whiskey's taking off. Round 8. Darren Young went to Raw. Kalisto went to SmackDown. I heard some people talking about the whole, cruiserweight thing coming to Raw, and yet if you look at the Raw roster, there's not a lot of guys you would consider cruiserweights. I mean, Neville's there. Kalisto should have stayed on Raw. Whatever. Let's see. Paige went to Raw. I already covered that already. Sin Cara went to Raw. Naomi went to SmackDown. Apparently, she's got a new look. All glowing nuclear, everything. Whatever, I don't know. Swagger went to Raw. Ascension went to SmackDown. You know, and with all the promos that they were doing leading up to this, they kept showing separate pictures of Victor and Connor. Connor and Victor. So I kind of had a feeling they were going to split them up. They didn't. They kept them together. Next round, round 9, Dudley Boys got drafted to Raw. Now, that's not to say that they won't still break up somewhere in the future. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but they got drafted together. Ryder went to SmackDown, like I said, with Mojo. Summer Rae went to Raw. You know, I know. Everyone makes fun of Summer Rae. I like Summer Rae, you know. She's a throwback to NXT, one of the first big rivalries with the women's division with Paige. So I like her. So good for her. Apollo Crews, SmackDown. Mark Henry. Mark Henry's still around. Unless they resign. If they resign him, I'll be shocked. But I don't see him sticking around much longer, honestly. Raw. Alexa Bliss. I was very excited. If you listen to the Destroying Kayfabe SmackDown draft review, we were doing, as it was coming out, who was going where, I was giving little announcements here and there. I lost my shit when Alexa Bliss got called up. I've been a big fan of hers for a while. Very excited about her coming to SmackDown from NXT. But it's, like I said, it's another one of those that made me scratch my head. It's not Bayley, you know. But yeah, still very excited. I'm a big fan of Alexa Bliss. Can't wait to see what she does and tears it up. She'll be, I have absolutely no doubt, she'll be a tremendous heel on SmackDown. Round 10. Braun Strowman went to Raw. So yeah, I have no doubt that he'll be tearing shit up on Raw. Breezango went to SmackDown. They did not break that up. That was cool. I like Breezango. You know, I have a feeling that they're going to be taken a little more seriously now. I hope. I mean, yeah, they're comical. They do their silly little, you know, ambiguously gay duo stuff, whatever, you know, but what to see. Yeah, there's, you know, give them a chance. You know, Fandango's been just not doing crap for the last year. And finally, you know, he gets a chance to, he gets to talk a little, be a little creepy. You know, it's good stuff. It's fun. Bo Dallas got picked for Raw, and he was so excited, and the other guys were excited, and then they realized that he got picked for Raw, and then towards the end there, Curtis Axel did go to Raw. I thought he went to SmackDown. Oh, Heath Slater did not get picked. Out of everyone getting picked, he was sitting there at the end and did not get picked. What does that mean for him? Oh, and he said on Twitter that he's the hottest free agent. Okay. But I feel a little bad for him because, you know, he's been made a joke of on and off for how many years now? I don't know. Let's see what happens to Slater. Slater! Gator. No, not Slater. Breezango, Dallas. Eva Marie got drafted from Pornhub to SmackDown. Congratulations, Eva Marie. I'm certainly not excited about that. Next, Shining Stars to Raw. No Carlito. Boo. Hope to still see Carlito someday. We'll see. Vaudevillains, SmackDown. And let's see what else. Last round, round 11. This one went to 11. Alicia Fox went to Raw. Eric Rowan, Smackdown. Oh, and when you get a chance, go on Twitter or YouTube. I'm sure it's going to be put on YouTube too. There's some creepy little thing that Eric Rowan did. He was like carrying a body in a bag with his mask all weird, and oh my god, it was cryptic and creepy as hell. It was awesome. So yeah, I hope they actually do something wicked and crazy with him. He's on SmackDown with Bray Wyatt, so maybe they'll be made an actual tag team. I wouldn't complain about that. Just for God's sakes, wrestling gods, do something with them. Dana Brooke went to Raw, so she'll be staying with Charlotte. I have no doubt about that. But I'm sure someday she's going to turn on her because I like her. She's alright. Mojo Rawley, we talked about that. From NXT to SmackDown. Good on that. Curtis Axel Raw. And then Carmella. Carmella went to SmackDown. So she did not get put with her boys Enzo and Big Cass on Raw. A little surprised about that. And, that's another couple that broke up because she's dating Big Cass. You didn't hear that from me. Shame on you, Vince. That's another, love connection. You broke up there. Not cool. Quit playing Evil Cupid. So that's it for the draft itself. But then there were other little things. What did I see here? Things that popped up. I heard something about a ref or something got drafted. I don't know. I don't really care about that. Here we go. Read this in the news earlier this morning. Huge change to the WWE announcing team. Announced that the new commentary teams for the brand split. A little surprised they didn't say this last night, but whatever. They've it's all last minute, I guess. The Raw brand will feature Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton. So congrats to Corey Graves getting called up to Raw. That's tremendous. I know a lot of fans really wanted to see him with Mauro Ranallo, and let me tell you, I am not excited at all about JBL being put with Mauro Ranallo and David Otunga. I cannot stand. If you've heard me talk on the podcast before, you know I can't stand JBL. Does it mean I'm not going to watch SmackDown? No, I'm still going to watch SmackDown. Very excited about the whole draft thing, new brands all over the place. Let's see. So yeah, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Byron Saxton on Raw, and that actually gives Byron Saxton a home. He's been floating around a lot. SmackDown, Mauro Ranallo, JBL, David Otunga. I still got to warm up to David Otunga. I guess he's okay. I mean, he's certainly not a moron. He's well spoken. Tom Phillips will host Superstars and Main Event with Graves as Superstars co-host and Otunga as Main Event co-host. Okay, so Tom Phillips is going to be the regular guy on the supplemental, the little side shows. Graves will be on one, David Otunga will be on the other. So that's okay. That's fine. And good for Tom Phillips. He's made such a joke of. I mean, I don't watch those shows. I really should, but you can only watch so much wrestling, for crying out loud. Last note featured in this article. Excuse me. Noticeable name missing from these lineups is Jerry Lawler. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. Is he going to be just featured on a network? Is he retiring? I think it's time just to retire, Certainly, for crying out loud, he just had another wrestling match with Jeff Jarrett. I mean, okay, as great as it is to have two legends together, finally, seriously, after the heart attack and health scares, seriously, it's... I get it, You have the passion to do it. You want to keep doing it. But someday you just got to hang up the boots, And when you've got significant others in your life, Well, not anymore, but sorry, Jerry. Too soon? All right. But yeah, so that's the draft. Some significant surprises from NXT. No bringbacks, no old names, no Morrison, no Hardy, no Kurt Angle, no Carlito. Carlito's the only one I was really hoping for, because they haven't done jack squat with the Shining Stars except do 2 months worth of promos in one match that no one remembers. Because it was with some jobbers. Sorry, jobbers. So yeah, I'm very excited about this, and I kept my expectations low, as I do with a lot of this stuff now, and if you don't super book it in your head, I think it becomes a lot more enjoyable. You lower your, and that sounds sad, but you lower your expectations, you enjoy it a lot more, because then when something cool does happen, like Finn Balor, I was very excited for Alexa Bliss. Hey, then that makes it fun and special, So that's it for this. Excuse me. Can't wait to see what happens with new rivalries all over the place and all the new call-ups. So that's it for this one. Might do a Battleground prediction. I'm not sure. Lucha Underground season finale is tonight. I'm ecstatic about that. We'll be doing the review for that sometime this coming weekend. Probably Sunday night. Not as soon as I want to do it, but hey, try to get the other guys together and do a group thing, makes it more fun. And watch out for the new podcast to be up somewhere within the next month. We've got some planning, some other creative ideas floating around, so keep an eye out for that. So a lot of fun stuff on the way. Hope you stick around for it. All right, thanks.